Stop scrolling, my child. This is the sign you asked me for. I know you have been waiting for it. I know that somewhere in the quiet of a recent night, or in the middle of an ordinary day when the wait became too much, you asked me for something, a sign, a word, anything that would tell you that I was real, that I was listening, that you were not as alone as you felt. You may have whispered it so quietly you barely admitted it to yourself. You may have said, "God, if you are there, show me." And I heard you. I heard every word of it. And this message reaching you at this exact moment is my answer. So stop scrolling. Do not let your thumb carry you past the very thing you asked me to send. You have been looking for a sign, and you have nearly scrolled right past it, the way we so often miss the answer because it does not arrive in the form we expected. But I am telling you plainly, this is it. This is the sign. You asked, and here is my reply, arriving not by accident, but because you asked, and because I answer the ones I love. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Matthew 7:7. You thought, perhaps, that your request had gone unheard, that you had asked into an empty sky and received only silence. But the silence was never my absence. I was already preparing your answer while you were still asking. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. Even as the words of your request were forming, I was already moving to answer them. And now the answer has arrived, on your screen, in this moment, in words sent to find you, because you asked me for a sign, and I do not ignore the cry of my child. Place your hand over your heart, my beloved, and feel how it responds to these words, that flicker of recognition, that quiet sense that this is somehow for you, that you cannot quite explain. That is not coincidence. That is the confirmation you have been waiting for. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked of Him. 1 John 5:14 and 15. You asked, I heard, and this is the having of what you asked for. I know the doubt is already trying to talk you out of it. It is whispering that this is just a video, just words, just chance, that the real sign must be something bigger, something undeniable, something that could not possibly be missed. But you have misunderstood how I answer. I rarely come in the earthquake or the fire. I come in the still, small voice, in the quiet word that reaches you exactly when you need it, in the message that appears at the precise moment you had almost given up asking. After the fire came a gentle whisper, 1 Kings 19:12. This gentle whisper, reaching you now, is the sign. Do not let the doubt steal it from you. So remain here with me, my child. Do not scroll away from your own answered prayer. You asked me for a sign, and out of all the moments it could have come, it is coming now, in this quiet hour, in these words sent to find you. This is the sign you asked me for. And in the next hours, I am going to show you not only that I heard your request, but how completely, how personally, and how lovingly I have answered it. Stop scrolling. The thing you asked for has arrived. Long ago, a servant was sent on a journey to find a wife for his master's son, and he did not know how he would ever recognize the right one among so many. So he stopped by a well and asked me for a specific sign. He prayed, "May it be that when I say to a young woman, 'Please let down your jar that I may have a drink,' and she says, 'Drink, and I will water your camels too,' let her be the one you have chosen." Genesis 24:14. He asked for a clear, specific sign, because he needed to know, beyond doubt, that he was on the right path. And here is what the scripture records, and what I want you to hear tonight. Before he had finished praying, Rebekah came out with her jar on her shoulder. Genesis 24:15. Before he had finished praying, the sign he asked for was already arriving while the words were still in his mouth. He had not even completed his request, and the answer was already walking toward him. That is how near I am to the cry of the one who asks. That is how ready I am to answer. My child, you asked me for a sign, and like that servant, you may have thought your request was reaching no one, but I was answering before you finished asking. The very sign you requested was already on its way to you while you were still forming the words. I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. You sought me, and I answered, not slowly, not reluctantly, but already, before you had even finished, because I had heard the cry of your heart and was already moving to respond. And notice that the servant did not ask for something vague. He asked for a clear sign because he genuinely needed to know, and I did not rebuke him for asking. I answered him precisely, exactly, unmistakably, because the asking came from a sincere heart that truly needed guidance. You may have felt ashamed of asking me for a sign, as though it showed weak faith, but it does not. It shows a heart that genuinely seeks me, and I honor that heart with a real answer. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29:13. When the servant saw that his prayer was answered, he bowed down and worshipped, and said, "Praise be to the Lord, who has not abandoned his kindness and faithfulness to my master. As for me, the Lord has led me on the journey." Genesis 24:26 and 27. The Lord has led me. That was his response to the sign, the recognition that he had been led all along, that he was not wandering alone, that I had been with him on the journey the whole time. And that is what your sign tonight is meant to show you too, that you have been led, that you are not alone, that I have been with you on your journey, and that I answer when you ask. I want you to know how patient I am with your need for certainty, my beloved. There was a man named Gideon who asked me for a sign, and when I gave it, he was still afraid, and he asked me for another. He laid a wool fleece on the ground and said, "If the fleece is wet with dew but the ground is dry, then I will know that you will save by my hand." Judges 6:37. And in the morning the fleece was soaked while the ground was dry. But even then he was unsure, and he asked once more, this time for the opposite. The fleece dry and the ground wet. And I did not grow angry at his asking again. That night I did it. Only the fleece was dry, while the ground was covered with dew. Judges 6:40. I gave Gideon the sign, and then I gave it again, because I understood his fear, and I would rather reassure a trembling heart twice than leave it in doubt. I am not impatient with your need to be sure, dear one. If you have asked me for a sign more than once, if you have needed reassurance again and again because the fear kept returning, I am not exasperated with you. I am gentle with the doubting, gentle with the fearful, gentle with the one who simply needs to know that I am real and that I am with her. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. Isaiah 42:3. So if part of you is already asking, but is this really the sign? If you find yourself wanting just a little more certainty before you dare to believe, I am not offended by that. I gave Gideon his second sign without complaint, and I am willing to keep confirming my love to you until your fearful heart can finally rest in it. I tell you the truth, I am for you, and I will reassure you as many times as you need. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love. Psalm 145:8. But hear this too, my child. Gideon's fear did not disqualify him. The very man who needed 2 signs went on to lead 300 men to one of the greatest victories ever recorded. The fear that made him ask for confirmation did not make him unusable to me. It simply made him human, and I worked through him gloriously, fear and all. The Lord is with you, mighty warrior. Judges 6:12. I called him that while he was still hiding and afraid. And I call you loved and chosen and mine, even while you are still asking for reassurance. So receive your sign tonight, dear one, and if you need me to confirm it again tomorrow, I will. I am not a God who gives a sign grudgingly and then resents being asked to make it clear. I am a father who delights to reassure his child, who will wet the fleece and dry it again, who will say I love you in 100 different ways until you finally believe it. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. Zephaniah 3:17. This is your sign, and I will keep on confirming it, patiently, lovingly, for as long as your heart needs. On the night my son was born, there were shepherds in the fields nearby, ordinary men keeping watch over their flocks, not priests, not kings, not anyone the world counted as important. And to them, the most important announcement in history was given, and it came with a sign. The angel said, "Today in the town of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. And this will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Luke 2:11 and 12. This will be a sign to you. I gave the ordinary shepherds a specific sign so they would know the good news was true and was for them. Notice, my child, that I gave the sign to the lowly ones, not to the powerful, not to the important, but to ordinary shepherds working an ordinary night shift in the dark. I chose them to receive the sign, because I delight to reach the overlooked, to confirm my good news to the ones the world passes by. God chose the lowly things of this world and the despised things, 1 Corinthians 1:28. If you have felt too ordinary, too unimportant, too overlooked to receive a sign from God, then you are exactly the kind of person I love to give signs to. The shepherds were nobodies, and heaven came to them first, and the sign I gave them was humble, just as the message I am sending you tonight is humble. A baby wrapped in cloths in a feeding trough, not a blaze of glory, not an unmistakable spectacle, but a quiet, ordinary-looking thing that you would have to have faith to recognize as the sign of God. So is this message tonight. To the world scrolling past, it is nothing, but to you, who asked me for a sign, it is the very confirmation you requested, humble in its form, but unmistakable in its meaning. Do not despise the small and humble way your sign has come. Do not despise the day of small things. Zechariah 4:10. The shepherds did not dismiss the sign because it was humble. They went, found it exactly as they had been told, and then returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told. Luke 2:20. Just as they had been told. The sign was real, and it matched, and it filled them with worship. So it is with you tonight. The sign you asked for has come, humble in its form, just as you needed it, exactly when you needed it. Do not scroll past it. Go and find what it points to, and you will return glorifying God for the answer you almost missed. This is how I love to work, my beloved, giving real signs to ordinary people in humble forms that the proud would overlook but the seeking heart will recognize. You are one of my shepherds tonight, keeping watch in the dark, and heaven has come to you with a sign. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. Isaiah 9:2. The light has dawned on you tonight in the form of the sign you asked for. Receive it the way the shepherds did, with wonder, with worship, and with the joy of one who has been personally reached by God. After the great flood, when Noah and his family stepped out onto a world washed clean, I gave them a sign, not one they asked for, but one I freely gave, because I wanted them to know, every time they saw it, that I would keep my promise. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Genesis 9:13. I placed a sign in the sky where it could be seen, so that my people would never have to wonder whether I remembered my promise. Whenever the rainbow appears, I will see it and remember. Genesis 9:16. I am a God who gives signs, my child, not because I am obligated to, but because I know how the human heart needs reassurance, how easily it forgets, how quickly it slips back into fear and doubt. So I set signs where you can see them, reminders of my faithfulness, confirmations of my promises. The rainbow was such a sign, and the message I sent you tonight is such a sign, placed where you would see it, at the moment you needed reminding that I am faithful, that I remember you, that I keep my word, and notice that the rainbow appears after the storm. It was given to a people who had just come through the worst devastation imaginable, who might have wondered whether anything good could ever come again. The sign came to them on the far side of the flood, as a promise that the storm was not the end. So perhaps your sign is coming to you on the far side of your own storm, dear one, after the season of loss, after the long flood of difficulty, as a promise that the storm is not the end, that I have not forgotten you, that good is coming again. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 35. So look at the sign I have given you tonight, the way Noah looked at the rainbow, as a visible promise that I am faithful, that I remember, that I keep covenant with the ones I love. As surely as the rainbow follows the storm, my faithfulness follows your difficulty. The mountains may depart, and the hills be removed, but my unfailing love for you will not be shaken, nor will my covenant of peace be removed, says the Lord, who has compassion on you. Isaiah 54:10. My covenant with you cannot be shaken, and the sign I sent tonight is the rainbow over your storm. Let it remind you, every time you doubt, of what it confirmed tonight, that I am faithful, that I remember you, that I keep my promises, that the storm is not the end. I will remember my covenant. Genesis 9:15. I remember you, my beloved. I have not forgotten a single promise I made to you, and this sign is set where you can see it, so that you will never again have to wonder whether I keep my word. I do, I have, I will. The sign you asked for is the proof. There was once a fearful king named Ahaz, surrounded by enemies and trembling, and I came to him through the prophet with an offer that astonishes me still when I consider how generous it was. I said to him, "Ask the Lord your God for a sign, whether in the deepest depths or in the highest heights." Isaiah 7:11. Ask for anything at all, as deep or as high as you can imagine, and I will give it. I was so eager to reassure his frightened heart that I invited him to name his own sign, to ask boldly, to test me with whatever would convince him. But Ahaz, in a false and timid piety, refused. He said, "I will not ask. I will not put the Lord to the test." Isaiah 7:12. He hid his unbelief behind religious-sounding words and would not ask. And do you know what I did? I gave him a sign anyway. The Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. Isaiah 7:14. Emmanuel, God with us. Even when he would not ask, I gave him the greatest sign of all, the promise that I would come to be with my people myself. My child, I tell you this because you may be like Ahaz, in a way you have not admitted, afraid to ask too boldly, afraid it would be wrong to ask me for a sign, hiding your need behind the thought that you should just have more faith. But hear how I responded to that timidity. I gave the sign anyway. I am so eager to reassure you that even when you hold back from asking, I reach toward you with confirmation. I do not require you to ask perfectly before I answer. I give signs even to the hesitant, even to the fearful, even to the one who is not sure she is allowed to ask. And the sign I ultimately gave was not a thing, but a presence, Emmanuel, God with us. The deepest sign I give is always the same, that I am with you. The message I sent you tonight is, at its heart, that same sign. Not merely an answer to a question, but the assurance of my presence. I am with you. That is what your sign means. Surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Matthew 28:20. Emmanuel, God with you. That is the sign beneath every sign, and it is yours tonight. So do not be like Ahaz, and refuse to receive it out of a false humility that says you should not need it. I offered him the deepest depths and the highest heights, and I offer you, tonight, the confirmation your heart has been longing for. Ask boldly, receive freely, and know that even if your faith is timid, even if you are afraid you do not deserve a sign, I have given you one anyway, because that is who I am, and because you are mine, and because Emmanuel, God with us, is the truth I will never stop confirming to you. The Lord himself has given you a sign. Receive it. There was a king named Hezekiah who was gravely ill, and when I sent word that I would heal him, he asked for a sign to confirm it. He said, "What will be the sign that the Lord will heal me?" And I gave him a remarkable one. I said, "This is the Lord's sign to you, that the Lord will do what he has promised. Shall the shadow go forward 10 steps, or back 10 steps?" And Hezekiah chose the harder thing, and I made the shadow on the stairway go back 10 steps. 2 Kings 20:8-11. I reversed the very movement of the sun's shadow to confirm my promise to one sick man who needed to be sure. Think of what that means, my child. I was willing to bend the order of creation itself, to send a shadow backward against the natural course of the day, simply to reassure one of my children that I would keep my word. That is how seriously I take your need to be sure. That is how far I will go to confirm my love. The sign I sent you tonight may seem small compared to a shadow moving backward, but it comes from the same heart, a God so committed to reassuring you that he will reach into your ordinary night to send the confirmation you asked for. And notice that I gave Hezekiah the sign before the healing was complete, as a pledge, a guarantee, a down payment on the promise. The sign came first, to give him confidence while he waited for the fullness of the answer. So it is with you. The sign you receive tonight is the pledge, the guarantee, the confirmation that the answer is real and on its way. Even before you see the fullness of it, he has given us the Spirit as a deposit, guaranteeing what is to come. 2 Corinthians 1:22. The sign is the deposit. The full answer is coming. So let Hezekiah's shadow encourage you, dear one. The God who moved the sun to reassure one sick king is the same God who sent you a sign tonight. He is not stingy with confirmation. He is not reluctant to reassure his children. He delights to give signs that say, "I am keeping my word. Trust me, the answer is coming." Surely the Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants. Amos 3:7. I revealed my heart to you tonight through the sign you asked for, because I wanted you to be sure. And Hezekiah's sign was followed by his healing, and 15 more years of life, and the deliverance of his whole city. The sign was only the beginning of what I did for him. So your sign tonight is only the beginning of what I am doing for you. Receive the sign as the pledge of more to come, the confirmation that the God who moves shadows backward is at work on your behalf, keeping his word, bringing your answer to pass. The sign is real, the healing is coming. Trust the one who sent it. Now I must speak to the doubt that is still working in you, my child. The voice that says, "But how do I know this is really the sign? Maybe it is just a coincidence. Maybe I am reading too much into a video." Let me answer that doubt honestly. You asked me for a sign, did you not? You asked, in some quiet moment, for confirmation, for a word, for some proof that I was listening. And now, here is a message that speaks directly to that very request, arriving at the precise moment you needed it, landing on your heart with a strange and undeniable weight. You call that coincidence. I call it answered prayer. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? Proverbs 20:24. The truth is, the doubt will always have an explanation. It can explain away any sign because it is determined not to believe. If I sent you a sign in fire, the doubt would call it a trick of the light. If I sent you a sign in a voice, the doubt would call it your imagination. The doubt is never satisfied because its purpose is not to find the truth, but to keep you from it. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. John 10:10. The doubt comes to steal your sign. Do not let it. I am not asking you to abandon all reason and believe foolishly. I am asking you to notice what is right in front of you, that you asked, and here is an answer, that you sought, and here is something that found you, that you needed confirmation, and here is a message that confirms exactly what you needed confirmed. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Psalm 34:8. Taste and see. Do not let the doubt talk you out of what your own heart already recognizes. You know. Somewhere beneath the doubt, you already know this is for you. And consider this. Of all the videos, all the words, all the things you could have encountered tonight, you encountered this one. A message about the very sign you asked for, speaking to the very thing you have been carrying. The odds of that being mere chance are smaller than the doubt wants you to believe. We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8:28. This did not come to you randomly. It came because you asked, and because I answer, and because I directed it to your eyes at this exact moment, for this exact reason. So make a choice tonight, my beloved, not to believe foolishly, but to believe what is true. Choose to receive the sign you asked for, instead of explaining it away. Choose to let it mean what it so clearly means, that I heard you, that I am here, that you are not alone, that the answer has come. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. John 20:29. You have seen enough. You asked, and the answer arrived. Let yourself believe it. This is the sign you asked me for, and the doubt has no power to make it less true. And if you ever doubt that I would send you a sign, my child, look at the greatest sign I have ever given, the one that settles, forever, the question of whether I love you. When people asked my son for a sign, he pointed them to the deepest one of all. As Jonah was 3 days in the belly of the great fish, so the Son of Man will be 3 days in the heart of the earth. Matthew 12:40. He was pointing to his own death and resurrection, the ultimate sign, the proof beyond all proof, that I would go to any length to reach you and rescue you. This is the sign that makes every smaller sign believable, that I gave my own son for you. God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. If I was willing to give up my son to reach you, do you really think I would refuse you a sign tonight? If I gave the greatest thing, will I withhold the lesser? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? Romans 8:32. So when you wonder whether I really sent you a sign, whether I really heard you, whether I really care, look to the cross, the sign that towers over all others. It says, in language that cannot be argued away, that I love you with a love that holds nothing back. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15:13. I laid down my life for you. That is the sign beneath every sign. And in its light, the message I sent you tonight is entirely believable, because a God who would die for you would certainly answer you. The empty tomb is the sign that guarantees all my other promises. Because my Son rose, you can trust that I keep my word, that death is not the end, that the answers I give will come to pass. He has given us new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. 1 Peter 1:3. Your living hope rests on the greatest sign ever given. And the smaller sign you received tonight rests on that same foundation, the proven, demonstrated, unshakable love of a God who already gave everything for you. So let the greatest sign anchor the one you received tonight, dear one. You are not believing in a God who might love you. You are trusting a God who has already proven his love beyond all doubt, who gave his Son, who conquered death, who holds nothing back from the ones he loves. In light of that, of course he heard you. Of course he answered you. Of course he sent you a sign. We know and rely on the love God has for us. 1 John 4:16. Rely on it tonight. The sign you asked for rests on the love that was proven at the cross. Now hear what this sign confirms, my child, because a sign always points to something, and yours points to truths your heart has been desperate to know. First, it confirms that I am real, and that I heard you. You wondered whether anyone was listening when you asked. This sign is my answer. I was listening. I heard every word. I love the Lord, for he heard my voice. He heard my cry for mercy. Because he turned his ear to me, I will call on him as long as I live. Psalm 116:1 and 2. I turned my ear to you, and this sign is the proof that your voice reached me. Second, your sign confirms that you are not alone. This was perhaps the deepest reason you asked, not just to know that I exist, but to know that you are not facing your life by yourself. And the sign says, you are not alone. I am with you. I have been with you the whole time, in every season you felt forsaken. Never will I leave you, nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. The sign you asked for is at its heart, the assurance of my presence, Emmanuel, God with you, and it confirms that you have never been as alone as you feared. Third, your sign confirms that you should not give up. Perhaps you asked for a sign because you were at a breaking point, ready to quit, needing to know whether there was any reason to keep going. And the sign says, do not give up. There is reason to keep going, because I am with you, and I am working, and what is ahead is not what you fear. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. The sign is my hand on your shoulder, saying, hold on. Do not quit. I am here, and the harvest is coming. And fourth, your sign confirms that I am guiding you. Perhaps you asked because you were at a crossroads, unsure which way to go, needing direction. And the sign says, I am leading you, the way I led Abraham's servant on his journey. You do not have to find the way alone. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. Psalm 32:8. My loving eye is on you, and I am guiding your steps, even the ones you cannot yet see. The sign confirms that you are led, not lost. These are the things your sign confirms, dear one, that I am real, that I heard you, that you are not alone, that you should not give up, that I am guiding you. Whatever your specific reason for asking, the sign answers it, because all of those answers flow from the one great truth it carries, that I am here, I love you, and I have not forgotten you. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Psalm 145:18. You called, I am near, and the sign you asked for confirms it all. On Mount Carmel, my prophet Elijah stood before a people who could not decide whether I was truly God, and he asked me for a sign that would settle it once and for all. He soaked the altar with water until it ran down and filled the trench, and then he prayed, answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God. 1 Kings 18:37. And the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the water in the trench. When all the people saw it, they fell prostrate and cried, the Lord, he is God. 1 Kings 18:39. Elijah asked me to answer in a way that would remove all doubt, and I did. I sent the fire. I confirmed unmistakably that I was real and present and powerful. And though the sign I sent you tonight did not fall as fire from heaven, It came from the same God who answers when his people ask, the same God who is willing to confirm his reality to a doubting heart. Call to me, and I will answer you. Jeremiah 33:3. Elijah called, and I answered with fire. You called, and I answered with this, a word sent to find you, the sign you asked for, confirming that I am real and I am here. Notice what Elijah prayed, answer me, so these people will know. He asked for the sign not only for himself, but so that hearts would turn back to me. And the sign you receive tonight has the same purpose, not only to reassure you, but to turn your heart fully toward me, to settle in you the question you have wrestled with, to let you say with the people on Carmel, the Lord, He is God, He is real, He hears me, He answered me. And notice that the fire fell on an altar drenched with water, on a situation that looked impossible, that no ordinary fire could ever have burned. Elijah made it look impossible on purpose, so that when the fire fell, everyone would know it was from God and not from any human trick. So when I answer you in a situation that looks impossible, drenched and hopeless, you will know it was from me. Is anything too hard for the Lord? Genesis 18:14. The more impossible your situation looks, the more clearly my answer will show that I am God. So let the fire on Carmel strengthen your faith tonight, my child. The God who answered Elijah with fire is the God who answered you with a sign. He is real, He hears, He answers. And the question that has troubled your heart, whether I am there, whether I am listening, whether I am God, has been settled tonight by the sign you asked for. The Lord, He is God, He heard you, He answered you. Let your heart fall prostrate in the same recognition. He is real, and He is mine, and He answered me tonight. I know the specific thing you are asking about, my child. I know the particular situation that drove you to ask me for a sign, the decision you cannot make, the relationship you do not know how to handle, the door you are not sure whether to walk through, the burden you did not know if you could keep carrying. The sign did not come in the abstract. It came in answer to that exact thing. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. I am close to that specific thing in you tonight, and a sign was sent to speak to it. So bring that situation into the light of the sign you received. Whatever you are asking me about, hear my answer in this. I am with you in it. I am guiding you through it. You do not have to figure it out alone, because I am leading you, and I will make the way clear in my time. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. You have been straining to understand the way forward. The sign tells you to trust the one who already sees it. I will make your path straight. And if you are asking whether to keep going, whether there was any point in continuing to hope, to pray, to hold on, the sign is my answer. Yes, keep going. Do not give up on the thing you have been praying about. The arrival of this sign, at this moment, is my way of telling you that I have not given up, and you should not either. Being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. I am not finished with the thing you asked about. The sign is the proof that I am still at work in it. And do not be afraid that the situation is too tangled, too far gone, too impossible for even a sign from God to make any difference. You have looked at it from inside your own strength and concluded there is no way. But I am the God who makes a way where there is none. I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Isaiah 43:19. The very situation that drove you to ask for a sign is the place I most want to show you that I am real and near and able. Is anything too hard for the Lord? Genesis 18:14. Nothing is too hard for me, not even the thing that made you cry out for a sign tonight. So take the sign you received and apply it directly to that situation, my beloved. Let it mean, for that exact thing, what it means. I heard you, I am with you, I am guiding you. Do not give up, the answer is coming. Cast all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Hand me the situation that made you ask, and receive the sign as my answer to it. I did not send you a vague comfort. I sent you a sign that speaks directly to the exact thing you have been carrying, because I heard exactly what you asked, and I am answering exactly what you needed. Now hear how to respond to the sign you received, my child, because a sign is meant to lead somewhere. When Abraham's servant received his sign, he worshipped, and then he acted, moving forward in confidence on the path I had confirmed. When the shepherds received their sign, They went to find what it pointed to, and then they told others. A sign is not the end, it is the beginning of a step of trust. The Lord has led me on the journey, the servant said, and then he kept walking. Genesis 24:27. So do not let the sign be only a comfort that fades by morning. Let it become a foundation you stand on, a confirmation you act upon. If you asked for a sign about a decision, let the sign give you courage to take the next step. If you asked for a sign about whether to keep going, let it strengthen you to hold on. If you asked for a sign that I was real, let it draw you closer to me, into the relationship the sign was meant to open. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Proverbs 16:3. The response I am looking for is not a great or dramatic act. It is simply trust, a quiet yes, a willingness to believe what the sign confirmed and to act on it, one small step at a time. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. You do not have to see the whole path. You only have to take the next step in the direction the sign has pointed, trusting that I will make the way clear as you go. And do not be afraid to act on what I have confirmed. Fear has held you back for so long. Fear of being wrong, fear of moving forward, fear of trusting and being disappointed. But the sign came to free you from that fear, to give you the confidence to move. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. The sign confirms that I am with you, so you can move forward, not in fear, but in the courage of one who knows she is not walking alone. So receive the sign, and then respond to it, dear one, with trust, with courage, with the next small step of faith. Let it not be a feeling you had one night, but a turning point you acted upon, the moment you began to move forward in confidence because you knew I was with you. Faith without deeds is dead. James 2:26. Let your faith in the sign become action in your life. Take the step, trust the one who confirmed the way, and watch how I lead you, step by step from this sign into everything I have prepared. I want you to understand what it means about you, dear one, that I answered your request for a sign. It means you matter to me. The God of all creation heard one small voice asking for confirmation and turned his full attention to it and sent an answer, because that voice belonged to a child he loves beyond telling. You have wondered whether you were significant enough for God to bother with. The sign is your answer. You are. You are precious and honored in my sight, and I love you. Isaiah 43:4. I do not answer the prayers of people who do not matter to me. I answered yours because you matter more than you have ever believed. You are not a face lost in a crowd of billions. The God who numbers the stars heard your specific request and sent a specific sign to your specific heart. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, yet not one of them is forgotten by God? Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Luke 12:6-7. If I attend to a single sparrow, how much more did I attend to your cry for a sign? You are worth answering. You always have been. And the sign flows from a love that was reaching for you long before you ever asked. You did not earn the answer by asking the right way. You received it because you are loved, chosen before the world began, drawn by a kindness that never gives up. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Jeremiah 31:3. The sign is one more expression of a love that has been pursuing you all your life. A love that heard your request and could not bear to leave it unanswered. You are my child, and you are loved, not for what you have accomplished, but simply because you are mine. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. 1 John 3:1. That is what you are. The sign was sent to a child by a father who loves that child, who heard her ask, and who answered because love always answers the cry of the one it loves. So let the sign heal the old wound of feeling insignificant, my beloved. You are significant enough that God answered your prayer. You are loved enough that I would not leave your request hanging in silence. You matter. You are seen. You are heard. You are mine. I have summoned you by name. You are mine. Isaiah 43:1. The sign you asked for is the proof of all of it, that you matter to God, that you are loved by God, that you are heard by God. Rest in that tonight. Now, my child, let the night take you gently, for you have received your sign, and now you may rest in it. There is nothing more you must do tonight. You asked, and I answered. You sought, and you found. Now you can stop straining for certainty and simply rest in the confirmation that has come. He grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 127:2. You are loved. So now you may sleep, held by the one who heard your request and sent the very sign you asked for. Begin to breathe slowly with me. Draw a long, gentle breath all the way in and let it out even more slowly, releasing as it goes. The breath in your body is itself a sign of my faithfulness. I formed you and breathed into you the breath of life. Genesis 2:7. And I have kept that breath going through every day of your life. Breathe in now and receive the peace of being heard. Breathe out and release the long uncertainty that made you ask for a sign in the first place. There is no hurry now. There is only the breath and the one who gives it and the quiet. Let your shoulders lower from where they have been held tense for so long. Feel them drop, soften, release. You have carried so much on those shoulders. The weight of not knowing, of needing certainty, of waiting for some confirmation that I was there. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. Psalm 55:22. Hand me the weight now, as your body releases it. Let the muscles of your neck and shoulders unwind, one by one, as you finally let the one who answered your request carry what was always too heavy for you alone. Let the release move up into your face, the brow you have furrowed in worry, the jaw you have clenched without knowing it, the small tired muscles around your eyes. Let all of it soften. You do not have to hold anything together tonight. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still now. Let your face become smooth and untroubled. The face of a child who asked her father for a sign and received it, who knows now that she is heard and held and not alone. Let the warmth of that rest flow down through your chest into the place that has carried the uncertainty, the longing for confirmation, the quiet fear that no one was listening. Let that place soften now. I am near to the broken-hearted, Psalm 34:18, and my hand is resting over that deep place in you tonight, the place that asked and waited and almost gave up hope of an answer. Feel the uncertainty easing. Feel the long waiting settling into peace now that the sign has come. You asked. I answered. You can rest now. Let the rest flow down through your arms, all the way to your hands, the hands that have held on so tightly, that have worked so hard, that have tried to carry everything alone. Let the fingers uncurl. Let the hands open, soft and at peace. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Psalm 31:5. Let your open hands tonight be the sign of a heart that has received its answer and now lets itself rest. You can stop gripping now. The one who answered your prayer is holding everything you are carrying. Let the heaviness of rest sink down through your back, supported and held, and into your legs, growing warm and heavy, and all the way down to your feet, the feet that have walked the long road of waiting and wondering. Let them be still now. How beautiful on the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news. Isaiah 52:7. Good news reached you tonight, the sign you asked for, the answer you waited for. Let your feet rest now. The waiting has brought you here, to the place where the sign finally came. Now your whole body is heavy and still and at peace. And as you drift towards sleep, let me lay the truths of tonight over you, like a warm covering, one by one, to sleep inside of. You asked, and I answered. Let that be the first covering. Your request did not vanish into silence. It reached me, and I responded, and the sign came. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. Psalm 34:4. Sleep inside that. You were heard. Your prayer was answered. You are not alone. Let that be the second covering. The sign confirms what your heart most needed to know, that I am with you, that I have always been with you, in every season you felt forsaken. Never will I leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. Sleep inside that. You were never as alone as you feared, and you are not alone now. You are heard, and you are loved. Let that be the third covering. The God of all creation turned his ear to your voice and sent an answer, because you matter to him, because he turned his ear to me. I will call on him as long as I live. Psalm 116:2. Sleep inside that. You are heard, you are loved, you are answered. Do not give up. Let that be the final covering, the one closest to your skin. The sign came to tell you to keep going, that I am not finished, that the answer is on its way. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. Sleep inside that, dear one. Hold on, I am with you. The harvest is coming. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still now. Let the striving of your mind grow quiet. Let the long uncertainty finally rest. Be still and know. Not work to understand, just know. The way a child knows it is safe in its father's house. That I am God, that I heard you, that I answered you, and that the one who sent your sign tonight is holding you and will not let you go. Let me draw the covering of my protection over the whole of this night, my child, for you do not sleep unguarded. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. You are dwelling in that shelter tonight. The same God who answered your request holds the night around you, and nothing reaches you that does not first pass through his hands. You are not exposed. You are not alone in the dark. You are sheltered by the one who heard you and loves you. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield. Psalm 91:4. Picture it, dear one, covered the way a mother bird covers her young, tucked beneath the wing where it is warm and dark and utterly safe, where the storm may rage outside but cannot reach within. That is where you are sleeping tonight, under the wing of the one who answered your prayer and sent your sign. Rest there. You are safe. You are kept. You will not fear the terror of the night. Psalm 91:5. The fears that come in the dark, the anxious thoughts that rise when the lights go out, the old whisper that no one is listening, they have no authority over you here. Release them, every one, into the keeping of the one who guards you. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. Even now there are guardians appointed to your night, set there by my command, watching over the child whose prayer I answered. You are surrounded, you are kept. You are not alone in this room, and you never have been. Because you have set your love upon me, says the Lord, I will deliver you, I will protect you, for you know my name. You will call upon me, and I will answer you. I will be with you in trouble. Psalm 91:14 and 15. You will call upon me, and I will answer you. There it is again, in my own words. You call, and I answer. You called tonight, I answered with a sign, and I will go on answering, and I will be with you in every trouble, never leaving the child who set her love upon me. So let your whole body sink now into that safety. Let the last tension leave you. Let the breath go slow and deep and easy. You are sheltered by the Most High, covered by the Almighty, guarded through the night, held by a love that heard you and answered you. There is nothing left for you to do tonight but rest. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 4:8. In peace, in safety, in the keeping of the one who answered your prayer and holds you, and will be faithful through this whole night until the morning light. And here is the comfort of the sign you received, my child. The one who answered you does not stop working when you fall asleep. All through the night, while you rest, I am at work, moving in the situation you asked about, arranging what you cannot arrange, opening what is closed, bringing about the very thing the sign promised. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. In vain you rise early and stay up late. Psalm 127:1 and 2. You have risen early and stayed up late, laboring over the thing you asked me about. Tonight you may finally let me build while you rest. I will do more in the hours of your sleep than all your striving ever could. So do not think the night is empty time. The sign was only the beginning of my answering. The working continues through the dark. The seed of the answer grows while you sleep, the way a farmer's seed grows. Night and day, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. Mark 4:27. The answer the sign promised is growing tonight, advancing toward you, while you do nothing but rest. You do not have to stay awake to make it come. Sleep, dear one. The answer is moving toward you in the dark. If you wake in the night, do not let the old uncertainty rush back in. In the quiet of the night watches, simply remember that you asked and I answered, that the sign came, that I am still at work. On my bed I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night. Psalm 63:6. If you wake, wake into my presence. Breathe one breath of trust. Remember the sign you received, and sink back down into sleep, knowing I am still working out the answer it promised. For my eyes are on you, even in the deepest sleep, when you are aware of nothing at all. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. Psalm 121, 3 and 4. I do not sleep, my beloved, so you can. I will keep the watch all through the dark, and I will keep working out the answer your sign confirmed, and I will be holding you the whole time. Nothing will be lost. The answer will come all the way through the night until the morning. So give yourself fully to the rest now. Stop holding even the smallest corner of the worry. Let it all go into the hands of the one who heard you and is working while you sleep. The deepest work is not done by your striving, but by my grace. Much of it in the hours when you are doing nothing at all but resting in my love. Rest then. Rest completely, and trust that you will be one night closer to the fullness of your answer when you wake than you are right now. And let your last drifting thoughts turn gently toward the morning, my child, because the God who answered you tonight will still be with you in the dawn. You will wake no longer wondering whether anyone is listening, but as one who asked and received a sign. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3, 22 and 23. You will wake to mercy newly made and to the same God who answered you tonight, still near, still faithful, still confirming his love in 100 quiet ways. So wake gently tomorrow, dear one, and watch, because now that you have received one sign, you will begin to see how many I have been giving all along. The small mercies, the timely provisions, the quiet protections, the unexpected comforts, they were all signs of my presence, and you will start to recognize them now. Open my eyes, that I may see wonderful things. Psalm 119:18. Ask me to open your eyes, and you will see that my signs are everywhere, that I have been speaking to you all your life, that you are surrounded by evidence of a God who loves you. And do not let the morning steal what the night has given. The doubt will try to return, the whisper that tonight was just a feeling, that the sign meant nothing. But you know now that you asked and I answered. Return to that truth each morning. We must pay the most careful attention to what we have heard, so that we do not drift away. Hebrews 2:1. Do not drift from the sign you received. Begin each day remembering, I asked, God answered, I am heard, I am not alone. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24. Each new day is a gift from the one who answered your prayer, and each one will carry more confirmations of his nearness if you have eyes to see them. Wake into the day watching for my hand, expecting my goodness, knowing that the God who sent one sign tonight will keep speaking to you, day after day, all the way home. So sleep toward the morning without fear, my beloved. The God who answered you tonight will greet you in the light. The God who sent your sign will keep confirming his love in the dawn and through all your days. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 30:5. Sleep now and wake to new mercies and to the continued faithfulness of the one who heard your prayer and sent you the sign you asked for. As you rest, my child, let me turn your heart back to remember the other times I answered you, because tonight is not the first time, and remembering steadies the soul. Look back over your life. There were prayers you prayed that you were sure would never be answered, and yet, somehow, a way appeared. There were moments you cried out from the bottom, and help came, though you could not see where it came from. There were signs you did not recognize as signs at the time, that you can see now were my hand. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. You have a history with me, dear one, even if you have forgotten it. Set up a marker in your memory tonight, the way my prophet once took a stone and named it, saying, Thus far the Lord has helped us. 1 Samuel 7:12. Thus far I have helped you. Every prayer I have already answered, every sign I have already given, is evidence, proof in your own life that I hear you and I answer. And the God who answered you before is the same God who answered you tonight. He does not change. I am the Lord. I do not change. Malachi 3:6. So let the memory of my past faithfulness become the ground of your present trust. If I answered you before, and I did, and if I answered you again tonight, and I have, then you can trust that I will go on answering all the days of your life. He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? Romans 8:32. The God who has answered you again and again is not going to fall silent now. And let gratitude rise in you, quietly, as the sleep gathers, gratitude for tonight's sign, and for every answer of the past you can now recognize. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Psalm 107:1. Thank me for hearing you, for answering you, for sending the sign you asked for. In every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. The grateful heart sleeps in peace and wakes expecting more of the goodness it has learned to recognize. Rest then in thankfulness tonight, my beloved. Thankful for the sign you received. Thankful for every answer you can now remember. Thankful for the faithfulness that has never failed you. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds. Philippians 4:7. Let that peace, born of gratitude, stand guard over you through the night. You asked, and I answered, tonight, and so many times before. And the God who has always answered you is holding you now, and will answer you again, all the way home. I want you to understand what the timing of this sign means, my child, because it is not an accident that it came now. A sign often comes at the turning of a season, at the moment when one chapter is ending and another is about to begin. I gave the rainbow when the flood was ending and a new world was beginning. I gave the star when the long wait for the Messiah was ending and his coming was beginning. And I gave you this sign tonight because a season is turning over your life, and I wanted you to know it before you could see it. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. You have been in a long season, a season of waiting, of difficulty, of wondering whether anything would ever change. And the sign you received tonight is my announcement that the season is turning. You may not see the change yet with your eyes. The ground may still look frozen, the circumstances may still look the same, but the turning of a season always begins underground before it is ever visible above. As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter will never cease. Genesis 8:22. Your winter is not endless. The sign is the first sign of spring. So receive the sign as a herald of what is coming, dear one. Not only a comfort for tonight, but an announcement of a new season beginning. The God who sends signs at the turning points has sent you one, because your turning point has come. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 35. The long night is nearly over. The morning of a new season is dawning. And the sign you asked for is the rooster's crow announcing that the dawn is near. You have wondered whether your life would always look the way it looks now. The sign says no. Change is coming. A new season is beginning. The thing you have prayed about is moving, even if you cannot yet see it move. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:18 and 19. Do not let the long sameness of your past convince you that nothing will ever change. The sign is the proof that I am already doing a new thing and that you are closer to the turning than you think. So let the sign fill you with hope for the new season, my beloved. The God who confirmed his presence to you tonight is the God who is turning your winter into spring, your mourning into dancing, your long waiting into the beginning of something new. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Psalm 30:11. That is what the sign announces, the turning, the change, the new thing I am bringing. Rest tonight in the hope of it. The season is turning. The sign told you so. Let the song of the shepherd settle over your sleep, my child, for I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Psalm 23:1. The sign you asked for is part of how the shepherd tends his sheep, confirming his presence, guiding the way, making sure the one he loves is never left to wander alone in the dark. You asked for a sign because you needed to know the shepherd was there, and he is. He always was. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Psalm 23:2 and 3. He makes me lie down. Even your rest is shepherded, dear one. Let yourself be led tonight to the green pasture, to the still water, to the place of deep rest. You do not have to find your own way anymore. The shepherd has answered you, and he will lead you. Lie down where he is leading you now, and let your weary soul be refreshed. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23:4. Whatever valleys remain ahead, my beloved, you will not walk them alone. The shepherd who answered your prayer walks every valley with his sheep. The sign you asked for was his way of saying, I am here, in the valley, with you. You will fear no evil, because you are not alone in the dark. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Psalm 23:5. There is a table being prepared for you, dear one, a place of provision and abundance and answered prayer, set by the shepherd's own hand. The sign you receive tonight is the first course of it, the appetizer of an answer that is still unfolding. Your cup will overflow. Rest tonight knowing the table is being set. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 23:6. Goodness and love will follow you now, pursuing you all your days. The sign was one expression of that goodness, but the goodness itself will never stop following you, all the way home. So sleep now in the keeping of the shepherd who heard your cry, answered it with a sign, leads you, feeds you, refreshes you, and walks every valley with you. You are his. He is good, and he answered you tonight. I want you to know, as you rest, that your asking did not annoy me, it pleased me. There is a kind of religion that says you should never ask God for anything, that you should simply accept whatever comes and never trouble heaven with your requests. But that is not what I taught. I taught my children to ask, to seek, to knock, to bring me their requests boldly and often. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. Matthew 7:7. When you asked me for a sign, you were doing exactly what I invited you to do, and it pleased me to answer. I am not a reluctant God who resents the requests of his children. I am a Father who delights to be asked, who is honored by the faith it takes to ask, who loves to respond to the ones who come to me. You do not have, because you do not ask. James 4:2. So many of my children live with far less than I long to give them, simply because they never ask. But you asked. And in asking, you opened the door for me to pour out an answer. Do not ever stop asking, dear one. Your requests are not a burden to me. They are a joy. So let this sign teach you to ask more boldly, not less. Now that you have seen that I answer, come to me with everything, the big things and the small things, the requests you think are too large and the ones you think are too trivial. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Hebrews 4:16. With confidence, not timidly, not apologetically, but with the boldness of a beloved child who knows her father delights to give. And do not think you must earn the right to ask by being good enough first. You may come exactly as you are, with whatever faith you have, and ask. The sign you received tonight came to a real person with real doubts and real failures, and it came anyway, because I answer based on my love, not your worthiness. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. James 1:5. Without finding fault. I do not scold you for asking. I give generously, gladly, to the child who comes. So carry this into all your days, my beloved. Keep asking. The God who answered you tonight will go on answering. And the more you ask, the more you will see how faithful I am. Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, that your joy may be complete. John 16:24. Ask and receive, and let your joy be made complete in a lifetime of bringing your requests to a Father who loves to answer. The sign tonight was just the beginning of all I long to give the child who asks. I want to lay a fear to rest tonight, my child, the fear that you had slipped from my mind, that you were forgotten, overlooked, lost in the vastness of the world. The very fact that I answered your request for a sign should silence that fear, but let me speak to it directly. Can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has borne? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Isaiah 49:15 and 16. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands, dear one, not written in pencil, to be erased, engraved, carved deep, permanent, where I cannot help but see you every moment. You are not out of my sight. You are never forgotten. I do not answer the prayers of people I have forgotten. I answered yours, because you have been before my eyes this whole time, engraved on my hands, held in my heart, and I have not been distant during the season you spent wondering and asking, even when it felt that way. I have been near the whole time, closer than you knew. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Psalm 145:18. Near, not far. The silence you mistook for my absence was the quiet of a God working so close to you that you could not see him, the way you cannot see the air that keeps you alive. I was there, the whole time, and tonight I sent you the proof. The God who numbers the stars and calls each by name has known your name and your need this entire time. He determines the number of the stars and calls them each by name. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limit. Psalm 147, 4 and 5. The one whose understanding has no limit did not fail to notice you. The one who names every star did not forget yours. You have been seen, known, remembered and loved every moment of your life, and tonight that long, faithful remembering reached you in the form of the sign you asked for. So let the fear of being forgotten dissolve completely tonight, my beloved. It was never true. It was a lie the silence told, and the silence was lying. You are engraved on my hands. You have been in my thoughts every day. And the sign I sent is the proof, placed before your eyes, that you were never overlooked for even a single moment. Rest in being remembered, dear one. Rest in being seen. You have always been, and you will always be, fully known and never forgotten by the God who answered you tonight. Underneath the sign I sent you tonight, my child, there is a foundation that nothing can shake, and I want you to rest your whole weight on it. It is my love for you, a love that does not depend on your performance, does not waver with your moods, does not retreat when you fail, and cannot be ended by anything in all creation. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate you from the love of God. Romans 8, 38 and 39. Nothing. Let that word sink into your fear. Nothing in all creation can separate you from my love. You have lived, at times, as though my love were conditional, as though it brightened when you did well and dimmed when you failed. But that is the love of the world, not my love. My love is everlasting, Jeremiah 31:3, which means it had no beginning and will have no end. It was loving you before you could do anything to deserve it, and it will be loving you after everything else has passed away. The sign I sent tonight came from that love, the love that heard your asking, the love that will never let you go. And because nothing can separate you from this love, you can rest in a security deeper than anything your circumstances could give. The mountains may depart and the hills be removed, but my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. Isaiah 54:10. Even if everything around you shifted, the ground of my love beneath you would not move. That is where your security lives tonight, not in your circumstances, but in a love that nothing can shake, a love that answered your prayer and will hold you forever. So let that love be the bed you lie down in tonight, dear one. As high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. Psalm 103, 11 and 12. As far as the east is from the west, that is how completely the things you are ashamed of have been carried away. You are not defined by them. You are defined by a love that answered you and will never let you go. Rest then in a love you did not earn and cannot lose. The same love that flung the stars into place and called each by name heard one small request tonight and sent the sign you asked for. That is how much you are loved. Let it be the last thing your mind holds before sleep. I am loved, completely and forever, by the one who answered my prayer. And nothing in all creation can ever separate me from that love. Let the sleep come deeper now, my child, and let your mind, which has worked so hard for so long, finally lay down its labor. Your mind has tried to figure everything out, to find certainty on its own, to reason its way to peace. But tonight you received a sign you did not have to reason your way to. It was given, freely, in answer to your asking, and a mind that has received its answer can finally rest. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you, because they trust in you. Isaiah 26:3. Let your mind stay on me now, gently, not straining, just resting, the way a tired child's gaze rests on a parent's face. Let each breath grow slower than the one before. Let the thoughts that rise simply drift past, like clouds you do not have to follow. You do not have to finish any thought tonight. You do not have to solve, or plan, or seek any more certainty. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Matthew 6:34. Let tomorrow be tomorrow's. Tonight is for rest. Tonight is for the deep, sweet, surrendered sleep of the one who asked and received and no longer has to wonder. Feel how your body has grown heavy and warm and still. Feel the bed beneath you holding your weight, and beneath that, the everlasting arms holding all of you. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Proverbs 3:24. Sweet sleep, that is my gift to you tonight, dear one. One more answer to the deep longing of your heart. Not the thin and anxious sleep of one who is still searching, but the deep, sweet, untroubled sleep of one who has been answered. There is nothing left for you to do tonight. You asked, and I answered. You sought, and you found. You may simply rest, completely and without reservation, in the love of the one who heard you and sent your sign. He gives to his beloved even in their sleep. Psalm 127:2. You are his beloved. And even now, as you drift towards sleep, he is giving rest, giving peace, giving himself, keeping watch over the child whose prayer he answered tonight. Sink down now, all the way down, into the deep rest that is waiting for you. Let go of the last thread of holding. Let the breath be slow. Let the body be still. Let the mind be quiet. Let the heart be at peace. The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. Psalm 121:5. He is right beside you, watching, keeping, holding. You asked, he answered. You are loved. And you may rest now, fully, in the arms of the one who heard your prayer and will not let you go. I want you to understand, as you fall asleep, how much it meant to me to answer you tonight. You have thought of yourself as small, your requests as a bother, your life as too ordinary to draw the attention of God. But you do not understand how I treasure you. You are my treasured possession. Exodus 19:5. Answering you was not a burden to me. It was my joy. I delighted to send you a sign, the way a parent delights to reassure a worried child. There was gladness in heaven tonight over answering your prayer. You measure my love by human love, and so you underestimate it endlessly. Human love grows tired of reassuring. It gives up when it is asked too many times. But my love never tires. If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? Matthew 7:11. How much more? Whatever you can imagine of a good parent's eagerness to reassure a frightened child, I am infinitely more eager to reassure you. Consider how high and wide and deep this love is, the love that answered you tonight. I pray that you may have power to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge. Ephesians 3:18 and 19. It surpasses knowledge, dear one, wider than your failures, longer than your waiting, higher than your doubt, deeper than the lowest place you have ever been. You will spend the rest of your life and all of eternity beyond it, discovering how deep this love goes, and you will never reach the bottom of it. This is the love behind the sign, not a reluctant, dutiful answer, but a vast, delighting, overflowing love that could not leave your asking unanswered. As a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you. Isaiah 62:5. I rejoice over you, my beloved. The sign I sent was the overflow of that rejoicing, sent to confirm what your heart most needed to know, that you are loved with a love beyond all telling. So sleep tonight in the warmth of being so loved, dear one. Sleep as the treasured one, the heard one, the one whose prayer God delighted to answer. The God who hung the stars and knows each by name heard one small request tonight and sent a sign, because you are precious to him beyond telling, and he could not bear to leave your heart in uncertainty. Rest in being so loved. The one who answered you is holding you now, and his love for you will never ever fail. And the sign you receive tonight, my child, is not for you alone to keep. The one who has been answered becomes in time someone who helps others believe they will be answered too. Because you now know what it is to ask in uncertainty and receive a sign, you carry something that someone else desperately needs. He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God. 2 Corinthians 1:4. The reassurance I gave you tonight is meant in its time to overflow through you to the next person who is asking in the dark. There is someone in your life who is praying the way you prayed, asking for a sign, wondering if anyone is listening, close to giving up. And one day you will be the one who can look them in the eye and say, with the authority of someone who lived it, keep asking, he hears. I know, because I once asked in the dark, and the answer came. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, His power, and the wonders He has done. Psalm 78:4. Your testimony of tonight's sign will become someone else's hope. This is how I work, dear one. I answer one, and through that one, I strengthen the faith of many. The reassured become the reassurers. The ones I answer become the ones who tell others I answer. Freely you have received, freely give. Matthew 10:8. You have received so much tonight, the sign, the confirmation, the love, and in time, gently you will give it away, and someone else will hold on a little longer because you told them what I did for you. So even your asking and receiving tonight was not only about you. It was the beginning of a hope you will one day carry to others, the proof you will one day offer to someone who needs proof. The sign I gave to confirm my presence to you will become, through you, a confirmation of my presence to someone else. You are the light of the world, Matthew 5:14. Not because you are perfect, but because you have seen a sign of my faithfulness, and the one who has seen cannot help but tell. But that is for the days ahead, my beloved. Tonight, simply rest in having been answered, fully, deeply, without rushing to pass it on before you have even taken it in. Let it be yours first. Let the reassurance settle all the way into your own heart before you think of reassuring others. The overflow will come naturally, in its time. Tonight, just rest in the sign you received, and let it be, first of all, for you. I want you to remember this night, my child. Long ago, after I helped my people in a moment they could not have survived alone, the prophet took a stone and set it up as a marker, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us," 1 Samuel 7:12, so that in years to come they could look back and remember the night God showed up. Set up such a marker in your heart for tonight, a remembered place, so that on the harder days ahead you can return to it and say, "That was the night I asked for a sign, and God gave it. That was the night I knew He heard me," because there will be days when you forget what happened tonight. The doubt will return, whispering that no one is listening, that the sign meant nothing, that you imagined it. And on those days, you will need a marker, a remembered night, to return to and say, "No, it was real. I asked, and the answer came. I am heard, and I am not alone." Remember the wonders He has done, His miracles, Psalm 105:5. Remember this one. Remember that on this night, you asked God for a sign, and He answered. This is a night worth marking, dear one, because something shifted in you tonight. Not with drama, but in the quiet, the way the deepest shifts come. A heart that wondered whether anyone was listening received its answer. And once a heart has been answered, it is never quite as alone again. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Psalm 126:3. You will look back on this night as the night your asking met its answer. So let the memory of tonight be planted deep in you as you sleep, deeper than the doubt, deeper than the old uncertainty. Let it become a foundation stone, a place of remembered grace, to which you can return whenever the doubt tries to convince you again that no one hears you. I will remember your miracles of long ago, Psalm 77:11. One day this will be your miracle of long ago, the night you asked for a sign, and it came. Mark it, my beloved, remember it. Thus far the Lord has helped you, and the same God who answered you tonight will go on hearing you all the days of your life. The ear that heard your request tonight will never grow deaf to you. And whenever you doubt it in the days to come, you can return to this night and remember, I asked, and He answered. I am heard, I am loved, I am not alone. Let me speak my peace now over every part of your life, my child, so that no corner of it is left outside my care. I speak peace over your past, over the years you wondered whether anyone was listening, the seasons you asked and seemed to hear only silence. They are redeemed, and the silence was never proof that I had forgotten you. There is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Romans 8:1. Let the past rest in peace tonight, fully surrendered. I speak peace over your present, over the situation you asked me about, the thing that drove you to seek a sign. I have it now, and I am working in it, and you do not have to carry it alone for one more hour. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. You have presented it. Now let it rest in my hands. Let the present moment be at peace, because the one who answered you is near. I speak peace over your future, over all the unknown days ahead that have made you afraid. I am already there, already arranging good for you, already preparing the answers to prayers you have not yet prayed. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. The future is not a threat. It is held by the one who answered you tonight. Let it rest in peace. I speak peace over your body, that it would rest and be renewed. I speak peace over your mind, that the searching would still. I speak peace over your heart, that the uncertain places would be filled with the assurance that you are heard. I speak peace over your home, your work, your provision, your relationships, over every person you love, over every need you cannot meet, over every question you have not yet had answered. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Psalm 29:11. My peace over all of it. My peace over all of you. This is the peace the world cannot give and cannot take away. Not the absence of questions, but the presence of the one who answers. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14:27. Let your heart be untroubled now, dear one. Let the peace I am speaking settle over every part of you and every part of your life, like a deep snow that quiets the whole world, until there is nothing left in you but stillness and trust and rest. Sleep now in that peace, my beloved. Peace over your past, your present, your future, your body, your mind, your heart, your home, your whole life. All of it is mine now. All of it is held. All of it is covered by the one who answered your prayer. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. Let it guard you now, through every hour of the night, until the morning comes. Let me stay with you a while longer, as you fall asleep, my child, the way a father lingers at the bedside of a child he loves. I am in no hurry to leave. I heard your request and answered it, and now I will not rush away the moment the answer arrives. I will sit with you in the quiet. I will watch over your breathing as it slows. I will be the last presence you are aware of before sleep takes you, and the first when you wake. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. Psalm 121:5. Right here, at your side, watching, staying. And I want you to hear, now that the night is nearly complete, what tonight was. This message came to you with a startling claim, that it was the sign you asked me for. And whatever else unfolds from here, the deepest thing has already happened tonight. You learned that you are heard. You asked in some quiet moment for a sign, and one came. You are not shouting into an empty sky. You are not alone in an unwatched life. You asked, and the God of all creation answered, because he loves you. That changes everything about how you face tomorrow. This is the sign you asked me for. I have said it all through this night, and I want it to be the truth you carry into sleep. You did not imagine it. You did not read too much into it. You asked, and I answered, and the answer found you at the exact moment you needed it. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. Psalm 34:4. No one asks God for a sign and is met with indifference. You asked, I heard, I answered, and tonight, at last, you know that you are heard. So there is nothing left tonight but rest and joy, your rest and my joy. The joy of a God who heard the cry of his child and answered it, who sent the very sign that was requested, who reached the one who was wondering if anyone was there. There is rejoicing in heaven tonight over you, the one who asked and received. Rejoice with me, for I have answered the prayer of the one I love. That is my heart tonight, dear one. You asked, I answered, and there is joy in the answering. Rest now, beloved child, in the keeping of the one who heard your request and sent your sign. The hands that answered your prayer are the hands that hold you now, and they will hold you through every hour of the dark, and they will be near to you again when the morning comes. Sleep in the joy of having been answered. Sleep in the wonder of having been heard. Sleep as the one whose prayer reached the throne of God and was answered with a sign. The one who answered you is keeping watch over your sleep and will be there, faithful and glad, when the morning light returns. And as you drift down into the deep, my child, let me whisper over you once more the truths that are yours now, so they go with you into sleep and rise with you in the morning. You asked, and I answered. Your request reached me, and I responded, and the sign came. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. Carry that into your sleep. You were heard. Your prayer was answered. You are not alone. The sign confirmed what your heart most needed to know, that I am with you, that I have always been with you. In every season you felt forsaken. Never will I leave you, nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. Carry that into your sleep. You were never as alone as you feared, and you are not alone now. You are heard, and you are seen. The God of all creation turned his ear to your voice and sent an answer. Because he turned his ear to me, I will call on him as long as I live. Psalm 116:2. Carry that into your sleep. You are heard, you are seen, you are answered. You are loved, and I am not finished with you. The sign came from a Father who loves you and is still writing your story. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. Carry that into your sleep, deepest of all. You are loved, the work in you is not over, and the one who answered you tonight will be with you through all of it. These are the truths that are yours tonight, dear one. Not earned, not temporary, not dependent on how you feel in the morning. They are simply true, the way the ground is true. You asked, and I answered. You are not alone. You are heard. You are loved. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever. Isaiah 40:8. These words endure. They will be just as true in the morning as they are tonight. You asked, I answered. You are heard. You are loved forever. When you wake tomorrow, my child, you will be waking into the first morning of a different life. You came to this night wondering whether anyone was listening, half expecting silence. You will wake knowing that you are heard, and a soul that knows it is heard meets the whole world differently. The day may look ordinary, the situation may not yet have visibly changed, but something underneath will be different, because you are no longer the one who wonders whether God is there. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24. So do not let the morning steal what the night has given. The doubt will try to reassert itself the moment you wake, the whisper that no one is listening, that the sign meant nothing. But you know now that you asked and I answered. Return to that truth each morning. We must pay the most careful attention to what we have heard, so that we do not drift away. Hebrews 2:1. Do not drift from the sign you received. Begin each day remembering, I asked, God answered, I am heard, I am not alone. And the morning's mercy will be new, made fresh for the day, and with it the continued faithfulness of the God who answered you. His compassions never fail, they are new every morning. Lamentations 3:22 and 23. You will not wake to leftover grace. You will wake to mercy newly made, and to the same God who answered you tonight, still near, still listening, still confirming his love. The first thing that will be true, before you do anything, is that you are heard, you are loved, and you are not alone. So wake gently, dear one, into that awareness, not grabbing for the day's worries, but pausing in the first quiet moment to remember that you are answered. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you, and wait expectantly. Psalm 5:3. Begin tomorrow, as one who knows she is heard, and the day will be different, lighter, less lonely, lived in the confidence of a God who listens and answers. This is the new life that began tonight, my beloved. Not a single moment, but the beginning of a whole new way of living, as one who knows she is heard, who asks expecting answers, who walks through her days in conversation with a God who listens. And it will keep unfolding, morning after morning, as I keep hearing you, keep answering you, keep confirming my love. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. He will carry it on, tomorrow and every day after, as the one who answered you tonight keeps listening, all the way home. And watch, in the days to come, for the confirmations that will follow this one, my child, because I rarely send only a single sign. Once you have eyes to see, you will notice that I am confirming my love to you again and again, in a word that comes at just the right moment, in a provision that arrives just in time, in a peace that settles on you for no earthly reason, in a door that opens or closes exactly when it should. These are all signs, and they have been there all along, but now that you have received one clearly, you will begin to see the others. Open my eyes, that I may see wonderful things. Psalm 119:18. I am always speaking, dear one, always confirming, always leaving evidence of my presence for the one who is watching. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Psalm 19:1 and 2. Day after day I am speaking. The sign tonight was not a rare exception. It was you finally noticing what I am always doing. And from here forward, if you keep watching, you will see my hand confirming my love in 100 quiet ways. So do not treat tonight's sign as the only one you will ever get, and then spend your life waiting anxiously for another. Live with your eyes open, expecting to see my goodness, and you will see it everywhere. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Psalm 27:13. Be confident of that too. You will see my goodness, not just once, but again and again, as I confirm my presence to the child who has learnt to watch for me. This is the gift of having received one sign. It teaches you to recognize the others. The shepherds, once they had seen their sign, never looked at the night sky the same way again. And you, once you have received yours, will never look at your ordinary days the same way again, because you will know that I am in them, speaking, confirming, loving, leaving signs of my presence for you to find. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place, Jacob said, and I was not aware of it. Genesis 28:16. You will become aware of it now, more and more, all the days of your life. So sleep tonight, my beloved, and wake tomorrow watching, not anxiously, but expectantly, with the quiet confidence of one who knows her God is always near and always speaking. The sign you received tonight was the first of many you will notice now that your eyes are open, and every one of them will say the same thing. I am here, I love you, I have not forgotten you, you are not alone. Rest tonight in the wonder of how undeserved this answer was, my child. Not as a burden, but as the deepest relief. You did nothing to earn the sign. You did not pray well enough, or have enough faith, or become worthy enough to draw an answer from heaven. I answered you freely, by grace, because I love you. For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. Ephesians 2:8 and 9. You cannot earn an answer from me, you do not have to. You only have to receive that you are heard. There is such freedom in this. If the answer depended on your worthiness, you would lie awake wondering whether you had deserved it. But it did not depend on you. It depended on my love, my grace, my goodness, and those never fail. He saved us, not because of righteous things we had done, but because of his mercy. Titus 3:5. Because of mercy, that is why I answered you tonight. Not because you earned it, but because I am merciful, and I love you, and my mercy does not run out. So lay down, once and for all, the exhausting belief that you must earn every good thing, even an answer from God. You spent your life on that treadmill. Tonight, discover the freedom of being answered by grace, reassured by mercy, loved without having earned it. By the grace of God I am what I am. 1 Corinthians 15:10. By grace you were heard tonight. By grace you were answered. There is nothing left to earn. There is only this, to rest in having been freely, lovingly answered. This is the rest your soul has been hunting for all along. Not the rest that comes after you finally measure up, but the rest of being answered before you measure up at all. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient, sufficient to hear you, sufficient to answer you, sufficient to hold you through every season. You may finally stop trying to be worthy enough to be heard, and rest in the simple, undeserved truth that you are answered by a God who loves you. So sleep in grace tonight, my beloved. Sleep in having been heard freely, answered by mercy, loved without earning it. The gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord. Romans 6:23. It is all grace, from beginning to end, the hearing, the answering, the love. And the one who answered you tonight did it not because you deserved it, but because he is good, and he loves you, and he could not bear to leave your heart in uncertainty. Rest in that grace, rest in that mercy, rest in the love that answered you and asks nothing of you but that you receive it. Let everything grow quiet now, my child. Let the room grow quiet, your breathing grow quiet, your thoughts grow quiet, until there is nothing left but the deep stillness and my presence within it. This is the holy hour, the deep middle of the night, when the striving stops and the soul is most open and I am most near. In returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. Isaiah 30:15. quietness and trust. That is all that is left for you now. Be quiet and trust. You asked, you were answered, you are held. There is nothing left to do but rest. If a worry tries to rise as you drift, let it go as quickly as it comes. It has no claim on you tonight. You are not waiting in uncertainty anymore. You have been answered. He will keep in perfect peace the one whose mind is stayed on him. Isaiah 26:3. Keep your mind stayed on me, not straining, just resting, the way you would rest your eyes on a steady light. I am the steady light at the center of your night. Let your tired mind rest there, and let every worry that rises drift past it and dissolve, until there is nothing left but peace. Feel how completely you are held. Beneath you are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. Around you is the shelter of the Most High. Within you is the assurance of the sign you received. Above you is the smile of a Father who heard you and answered. You are surrounded, dear one, on every side, by a love that listened to your asking and responded. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Psalm 139:5. My hand is upon you now, gently, the weight of it a comfort, holding you in the deep rest of the heard and the answered. There is nothing you must do now, nothing to fix, nothing to earn, nothing to figure out before you are allowed to rest. You may simply be held, be heard, be answered, be loved, be still. Cease striving, and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Cease the striving that has driven you for so long. It is enough now. You do not have to find any more certainty. You are answered. You may finally, completely, let go and fall, without fear, into the arms of the one who heard your prayer. Let go now, my beloved, all the way. Let the last holding release. Let the body grow heavy, and the breath grow slow, and the mind grow dark and quiet. And let yourself sink down into the deep, sweet sleep of the one who asked and was answered and is loved. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, Lord. Make me dwell in safety. Psalm 4:8. In peace, in safety, in the keeping of the one who heard your request and answered it, and holds you now, watching over you through the night until the morning light. Think of who you were just a little while ago, my child, when this message first reached you, tired, uncertain, perhaps wondering whether anyone was listening, ready to scroll past one more thing, and think of who you are now. You are the one who asked and was answered, the one who received the very sign she requested. You are not the same person who began this evening wondering whether God was there. Something changed. The old has gone. The new is here. 2 Corinthians 5:17. You crossed a line tonight, from the one who wonders to the one who knows she is heard. And I am giving you a new name in the deep places where names really live. Not the old names you have carried, the ones the world gave you, and the ones you gave yourself in your lowest moments. Not unheard, not forgotten, not alone. You will be called by a new name that the mouth of the Lord will bestow. Isaiah 62:2. The new name is heard, the new name is answered, the new name is beloved, the new name is mine. It is the name that was always true beneath the false ones, the name you finally heard tonight when your prayer was answered with a sign. And no one can take that name from you. The old names came from people who did not know you as I know you, from a world that measured you wrongly, from a doubt that lied to you about whether you were heard. But the new name comes from the one who made you and answered you and loves you forever. To the one who is victorious, I will give a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to the one who receives it. Revelation 2:17. It is written now, it is yours, and it is permanent, deeper than every old name, truer than every doubt. So when the old names try to return, and they will try, in the hard moments, in the uncertain mornings, you can answer them with a new one. When the voice says no one is listening, you can answer, no, I asked and I was answered. When it says you are alone, you can answer, no, a sign was sent to me. When it says God does not hear you, you can answer, no, I have proof that he does. I have summoned you by name, you are mine. Isaiah 43:1. That is the answer to every old name. This is what it means to be made new, dear one. Not that the old self is improved, but that a new name, a new belonging, a new identity is given as a gift to the one who asked and was answered tonight. And it all began here, in the quiet, when a sign reached you and you discovered that you are heard. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. 2 Corinthians 5:17. The new creation has come, in you, tonight. Sleep now as the new one you have become, carrying the new name into the deep rest of the herd, the answered, the beloved. I want you to know, as you drift towards sleep, that there was rejoicing over you tonight, in places you cannot see. You have thought of yourself as small, your prayer as too ordinary to stir any joy in heaven. But all of heaven leans in when a child of mine asks, and is answered, and finally knows she is heard. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah 3:17. I am rejoicing over you tonight, my child, singing over you, the way a parent sings over a child, finally at peace and finally asleep. You measure your worth by what you have done, by how others see you, by whether you feel you have earned a place. But I measure your worth by my love, and by my love you are infinitely precious. Since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you, Isaiah 43:4, precious, honored, loved, worth listening to, worth answering. The sign I sent tonight was the overflow of how precious you are to me, and the joy I felt in answering you was greater than you could imagine. You are not a bother to me, dear one. Your prayers are not too many. Your existence is not an inconvenience I tolerate. You are my delight, the joy of my heart, a child I rejoice over with singing. The Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with victory. Psalm 149:4. I take delight in you. Answering you was my gladness. Hearing your voice was my joy. And watching you finally know that you are heard has filled me with the joy of a parent whose child has at last let herself be loved. So let yourself be rejoiced over tonight. You spent so long wondering whether anyone was listening, feeling unheard, feeling alone. Tonight, let the truth wash over you. You are the joy of God, the delight of heaven, a child sung over with singing. As a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you. Isaiah 62:5. Fall asleep in that singing, my beloved, the sound of a God who is glad, deeply and fully glad, that he heard you and answered you, and that you are his. Rest in the gladness, dear one. Rest in being the joy of your Father's heart. Rest in being so deeply loved that heaven sings over your sleep. The God who hung the stars rejoices over one tired soul in one quiet room who finally learned tonight that she is heard. Let his singing be the lullaby over your rest, and know that it will not stop when you sleep, but will carry you through the night and into the morning and through all the days of the life that learnt tonight that God hears. And now, my beloved child, as the sleep gathers fully around you and the night deepens toward its rest, let me speak my blessing over you. The way a father speaks a blessing over a child he loves, the way I taught my people to bless the ones most precious to them. Receive it slowly. Let each word settle over you as you drift down into the deep and gentle sleep of the one who asked and was answered tonight. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26. Receive each line. I bless you. I, the one who answered your prayer, am for you, and I am speaking good over your life. I keep you. Nothing of you is unguarded. I am keeping all of you. My face shines on you. You are not under my frown, but under my smile. I delight in you. I am gracious to you. I deal with you not by what you deserve, but by my mercy. I turn my face toward you. You are seen. You are heard. You have my full attention, and I give you peace, the deep, settled wholeness of the one who knows she is heard. I bless the sign you received tonight, and I declare it real and true and yours, the answer to your asking, sent at the exact moment you needed it. I bless the truth it carried, that you are heard, that you are not alone, that I am with you, and I declare it permanent, deeper than every doubt. I bless the heart that learned tonight it is heard, and I declare it will never wander the same way again. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. I bless your night, that it would be deep and healing rest. I bless your sleep, that it would be sweet, for he grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 127:2. I bless your mind, that the searching would still. I bless your heart, that the uncertain places would be filled with the assurance that you are heard. I bless your body, that it would rest and rise renewed. I bless your morning, that you would wake knowing you are answered. I bless the situation you asked me about, and I take it fully into my hands. I bless the question that drove you to seek a sign, and I declare that my answering has only begun. I bless every place in your life that has felt unheard, and I fill it with the assurance of my listening. I bless your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. Psalm 121:8. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. Overflow with hope, dear one, not a thin and fragile hope, but an overflowing one, poured into you by my own Spirit until it spills over the edges of you. This is my blessing over you tonight, that you would be heard and answered and kept and loved all the days of your life by the one who listened to one small request and sent the very sign you asked for. Let the night hold you now, my child, the way a mother holds a sleeping child, close and safe and warm. The darkness around you is not empty or frightening. It is the gentle covering of a God who keeps watch while you rest. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. Psalm 139:11 and 12. The dark holds no fear here. To me it is as bright as noon, and I am watching over you in it, every moment, with perfect care. Let your body grow even heavier and more still. Let each breath come slower than the one before, soft and unforced. You do not have to manage your breathing, or your sleep, or anything at all tonight. It is all being kept by the one who answered your prayer. He who keeps you will not slumber. Psalm 121:3. You can release the very last bit of holding, the last small effort to stay awake or stay in control, and simply sink into the rest that is waiting for you, held the whole way down by hands that heard your asking and will not let you fall. There is such peace available to you now, dear one. The peace of one who has finally stopped searching, finally received her answer, finally let herself rest. You will keep in perfect peace the one whose mind is stayed on you, because they trust in you. Isaiah 26:3. Let your mind stay on me, gently, as you drift, not gripping any thought, just resting in my presence, the way a child rests against the chest of a parent and feels the steady heartbeat and is comforted. I am that near to you tonight. Rest against me. Let my nears be your peace. Feel how loved you are, how safe you are, how completely you are held. The sign has been received. The love is around you. The night is keeping you. And the one who answered your prayer is watching over every hour of your sleep. The Lord watches over you. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. Psalm 121:5 and 6. Nothing will harm you tonight. You are kept, on every side, by a love that heard your asking and answered it and will not let you go. So sink down now, all the way down, into the deep and gentle rest. Let the night hold you. Let my love surround you. Let the truth that you are heard and answered settle into the deep of you, and let yourself sleep, sweetly and completely, the sleep of the child who learned tonight that God hears. Be still, my beloved. You are held, you are heard, you are answered, you are loved. Rest now, in the keeping of the one who watches over you, all through the night, until the morning light. Let this be the deepest sleep you have known in a long time, my child. Not the shallow, guarded sleep of one who is still searching, still uncertain, still waiting for an answer, but the deep, abandoned sleep of one who has been answered and can finally rest. You have searched for certainty for so long that you may have forgotten what it feels like to truly let go. Let go now. I am keeping the watch. He who watches over you will not slumber. Psalm 121:3. You do not need to keep even part of yourself awake to keep searching. The answer has come. Sleep all the way down. Feel the last bit of tension dissolve from your body, from your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders, your hands, all the way down to your feet. Feel the bed holding you, and underneath it the everlasting arms holding all of you. Feel your breath, slow and deep and unforced, each one a quiet gift from the one who first breathed life into you. There is nothing to do, there is nowhere to be, there is no more certainty you must find tonight, because the one who answered you is keeping watch. Let your thoughts grow slow and dim, like a fire settling into embers. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to finish them. Let them drift and fade. The day is over. Its cares are mine. The asking has been answered. The sign has come. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. You have cast it. Now let it stay cast. Let your mind grow quiet. Let the embers settle into the warm and peaceful dark of sleep. And as the sleep takes you, let the very last awareness in your mind be this: you are heard. Of all the fears that have haunted you, that no one was listening, that you were alone, that your prayers vanished into silence, none of them were true. You asked, and you were answered. A sign was sent to confirm it. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. Psalm 34:4. Let that be the last thing in your heart as you drift into sleep. Heard, answered, not alone, loved. So let go, all the way, into the sleep. Let the last thread of waking release. Let yourself fall, without any fear, into the deep rest that is waiting, into the arms that are holding you, into the love that answered your prayer. He grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 127:2. You are loved. So now, sleep. Sweet, deep, peaceful sleep. The sleep of the heard and the answered and the deeply loved. Sleep, my child. The God who answered you has you now. Rest. I want you to understand, as you fall asleep, that the sign I sent carried my whole heart toward you. It was not a duty. It was not me responding out of obligation. When I answered your request, I sent everything I feel for you with it. My delight, my tenderness, my longing, my unchanging love. The sign was the messenger. The message beneath it was this: I love you. I have always loved you. I heard you because I could never ignore the cry of the one I love. So receive the sign as the love letter it truly is. Read in it not only the answer to your question, but the heart that sent it. A father who treasured you through every season you felt unheard, who watched you in every place you felt overlooked, who answered your request because his love would not stay silent. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. Psalm 139:17 and 18. My thoughts toward you outnumber the sand on every shore. The sign was the overflow of a love that has never stopped thinking of you. This is the love behind everything tonight. Not a distant, dutiful kindness, but a vast, delighting, listening love that heard your asking and answered it. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Jeremiah 31:3. The love came first, before the sign, before your asking, before you were even born. And the sign was simply that love made visible, sent to confirm what your heart most needed to know, that you are loved with a love beyond all telling. So when you wake tomorrow and remember this night, remember the love most of all. The sign matters, but the love behind it matters more, because the love is what will carry you through every season still to come. The sign was received in an evening. The love is forever. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. Psalm 73:25. When you have me, you have the one behind every sign, the love behind every answer, the heart that will never stop being turned toward you. Sleep tonight, dear one, in the warmth of that love, not only holding the sign, but held by the heart that sent it. You are loved with a love that listened to your asking, that answered your request, that would not let your heart remain in uncertainty. As a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you. Isaiah 62:5. Rest in being so loved. The sign is yours, and the love behind it is yours, and both will be with you when you wake and through all the days of your life. And know this as you rest, my child. Tonight's sign is not the last time I will answer you. It is the beginning of a lifetime of my listening. Now that you know I hear, now that you have received one answer, I will go on hearing you, go on answering you, go on confirming my love to you, through words like these, through the people I place in your path, through the quiet provisions and protections you will learn to recognize as mine. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. The line is open now, and it will stay open all the days of your life. I am not a God who answers once and then goes silent. I am a God who keeps listening, keeps answering, keeps drawing my children closer all the days of their lives. The asking and answering that happened tonight is the beginning of a relationship, a lifelong conversation between you and me. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. James 4:8. Each time you turn toward me, you will find me already listening. Each time you ask, you will find me already answering. The nearness you felt tonight is available every day from here forward. So do not think that tonight was a single, isolated moment that you must cling to before it fades. It was the opening of a lifetime of being heard. Evening, morning, and noon I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice. Psalm 55:17. You can cry out to me in the evening, in the morning, at noon, in the middle of the night, and I will hear your voice every time. The God who answered you tonight will answer you again and again for the rest of your life. And on the days you cannot sense my answer, do not be afraid. The silence is not absence. Sometimes I am quiet because I am teaching you to trust what I have already said, to walk by faith and not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. And sometimes you simply need to grow still again, the way you grew still tonight, to recognize the answer that has already come. You know how to find me now, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the turning of your heart toward home. So sleep tonight in the knowledge that this is only the beginning, dear one. The God who answered you tonight will answer you again and again, all the days of your life, until he has brought you safely home. You are not at the end of my listening. You are at the start of a lifetime of being heard and answered and loved by the one who will never stop listening for your voice. Surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Matthew 28:20. Always, to the very end. Rest in that and sleep. And now that you know I hear you, my child, you can speak to me freely, for the sign you received tonight was not the end of a conversation, but the opening of one. You do not have to wait for the next sign to talk to me. You can speak to me now, tonight, in your own words, however halting, however unsure, knowing that the one who answered you is listening. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. The line is open. I am listening for your voice. You have perhaps believed that prayer was speaking into an empty sky, that no one was on the other end. But tonight you have proof that I hear, that I answer, that I am near. So speak to me. Tell me what you have been carrying. Tell me the things you have told no one. I already know them, but I long to hear them from you, because that is what closeness is. Pour out your heart to him, for God is our refuge. Psalm 62:8. Pour it all out to the one who answered you. There is nothing too small to bring me, and nothing too large, and you do not need the right words. The servant at the well did not pray eloquently. He simply asked honestly for what he needed, and I answered before he finished. You can be just as honest with me. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Psalm 145:18. In truth, not in perfect words, but in honesty. Bring me your real heart tonight, your real fears, your real questions, and you will find that I am as near to your speaking as I was to your asking for a sign. This is the relationship the sign was meant to open, dear one. Not a one-time answer, but a lifelong closeness, a back and forth of asking and answering, of you reaching for me and me reaching for you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. James 4:8. Every time you turn to me, you will find me already turned toward you. Every time you call, you will find me already listening. The God who answered you tonight wants to hear you speak every day for the rest of your life. So before you sleep, my child, you might simply say to me, in the quiet of your own heart, whatever you most need to say. I am here, I am listening. I sent you a sign tonight so that you would know I hear, and now that you know, you never have to wonder again whether your voice reaches me. It does, it always has. Evening, morning, and noon I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice. Psalm 55:17. I will hear yours every time. The conversation has begun, and it will never end. I want you to hear, as the sleep deepens, what the very act of answering you proves about you, my child. It proves that you matter to me. You have wondered, in your hardest seasons, whether your life mattered to anyone, whether you were significant, whether you would be missed, whether the God of all creation could possibly take any notice of someone as small as you feel. And the sign is my answer. I do not answer the prayers of people who do not matter to me. I answered you because you matter, more than you have ever dared to believe. You are not insignificant, dear one. You are not a face lost in a crowd of billions, are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Luke 12:6-7. If I attend to a single forgotten sparrow, how much more did I attend to your cry for a sign? You are worth answering. You always have been. The sign proves you are seen. In a world where you have often felt invisible, your efforts unnoticed, your pain unwitnessed, your prayers seemingly unheard, I have seen you the whole time. "You are the God who sees me," said a woman once, alone and overlooked in the wilderness, when I found her there and spoke to her by name. Genesis 16:13. "I am the God who sees you too. Nothing about you has been hidden from me. And the sign I sent tonight is the proof, placed before your eyes, that you were seen and known and valued, every moment you felt invisible. So let the answer heal the old wound of feeling insignificant, my child. You are significant, not because of what you have achieved, but because of who you are to me, and because of the love I have set upon you. You are precious and honored in my sight, and I love you." Isaiah 43:4. Precious, honored, seen, heard, loved. Let those truths settle into the deep places where you have felt small and overlooked, and let them replace the old emptiness with the solid weight of knowing you matter to God. Rest tonight in mattering, dear one. Rest in being seen. Rest in being significant enough that the God of all creation listened to your request and answered it. The sign in your heart is the proof of all of it, that you were never overlooked, never insignificant, never invisible, but always seen, always heard, always loved by the God who answered you tonight. Sleep now in the certainty of your worth, held by the one to whom you have always mattered and always will. Let everything in you grow quiet now, my beloved, down to the very deepest place. Let the last thoughts settle, let the last cares dissolve. Let the body be completely still and the breath completely soft, until there is nothing left but you and me and the deep quiet between us that needs no words. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. In this stillness you do not need to do anything or say anything or be anything other than what you are. My child, heard and answered, resting in the presence of the one who listened. The quiet itself is full of me. You have spent so much of your life in noise, the noise of searching, of worrying, of wondering whether anyone was there. But here, in the deep quiet of this hour, all of that has fallen away, and what remains is the simplest and truest thing. You, resting in the presence of the God who answered you. The Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth be silent before him. Habakkuk 2:20. Let all of you be silent now. Let the searching be silent. Let the doubt be silent. Let there be only the quiet, and my presence in it, holding you. In this deep stillness, the truth that you are heard and answered settles deeper than words can reach, into the place below thought, below effort, into the very foundation of who you are. You do not have to understand it. You do not have to do anything with it. You only have to be still and let it settle and let yourself be held. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Be still now. Everything that needs to be done, I am doing. Your only task is to rest in the quiet and be held. Let the quiet carry you down, gently, into the deepest rest, deeper than your worries can follow, deeper than the old uncertainty can reach, into the still and peaceful dark where I am holding you completely. You will lie down, and no one will make you afraid. Job 11:19. No fear can reach you here. No doubt can follow you down. There is only the deep quiet, and my presence within it, and the truth of being heard settling into the foundation of your soul, and the peace that passes all understanding standing guard over your rest. So let go, all the way down, into the deepest quiet, my beloved. Let yourself be held by the stillness, by the night, by the love that answered you. There is nothing left to do but rest in the deep, where I am, where you are safe and held and loved. Be still, my child. Sink into the deep quiet, and let the God who answered you tonight hold you there, through the deepest hours of the night, until the gentle light of morning calls you back. And know, dear one, that the rest you are sinking into now is itself part of my answer to you. You did not have to earn this rest. You did not have to be productive enough or good enough to deserve it. It is given, freely, like the sign itself, the gift of sleep, the gift of peace, the gift of being held through the night. He grants sleep to those he loves, Psalm 127:2. Even now, as you drift, you are receiving. The rest itself is my gift to your weary soul. So receive even this, the rest, the quiet, the deep peace of the night. Do not fight it. Do not feel you must stay awake to keep watch, or to make sure everything is all right. You may let go entirely, because the one who answered you is keeping watch now. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. The rest is my gift to your weariness. Receive it the way you would receive any gift from a loving father, with open hands, with gratitude, with the simple trust of a child who knows she is safe. You have been so tired, my child. Tired from searching, tired from wondering, tired from carrying so much without knowing whether anyone saw. And tonight I am giving you rest, true rest, the rest of the soul that has been answered and can finally stop searching. Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Psalm 116:7. Return to your rest. I have been good to you tonight. I heard you and I answered, and now you may rest in that goodness, completely, without striving, as a gift. Let the rest be deep and sweet and whole. Let it restore what the long searching wore down. Let it heal, in the quiet hours, the weariness that went all the way to the bone. In quietness and rest is your salvation. In quietness and trust is your strength. Isaiah 30:15. This rest is strengthening you even now, renewing you, preparing you for all the good I have ahead. You are not wasting time by resting. You are receiving part of my answer to you. So sleep, my beloved, and receive the rest. Let it be one more thing you take from my hand tonight. The gift of deep, sweet, healing sleep, given freely to a child I love and heard and answered. They who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Isaiah 40:31. Your strength is being renewed as you rest. Receive it. Sink into it. Let the gift of rest carry you all the way through the night, into the morning, where the one who answered you will be waiting, faithful and near, to begin the new day with you. If you wake in the deep of the night, my child, do not be afraid, and do not let the old doubt rush back in to claim the dark. In that quiet hour, simply remember what you learned tonight, that you asked and you were answered, that a sign came, that you are not alone. On my bed I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night. Because you are my help, I sing in the shadow of your wings. Psalm 63:6 and 7. The night watches are not hours of dread, they are hours of nearness. If you wake, wake into my presence, and let the remembering carry you back down into rest. For I am nearer in the dark than you have ever felt me in the light. The deep of the night, which has so often been the hour your doubts grew loudest, can become the hour you feel me closest, now that you know you are heard and answered. When I awake, I am still with you. Psalm 139:18. If you stir in the night, I will still be there, not gone, not distant, but right beside you, keeping watch, holding you through the dark. You will never wake to find yourself abandoned. You will only wake to find me still near, so even your waking in the night is held, dear one. Even the hours you cannot sleep are watched over. The same God who answered your prayer tonight is keeping vigil over every hour of your rest, awake while you sleep, present while you dream, near whether you are aware of him or not. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. Psalm 121:3 and 4. I am awake for you all night long. You are never unwatched, not for a single moment of the dark. So if you wake, breathe one breath of trust. Remember that you are heard and answered, and sink back down into the deep, knowing that the one who answered you tonight has not left your side and never will. I lie down and sleep. I wake again, because the Lord sustains me. Psalm 3:5. He sustains you through every hour, the sleeping and the waking, the deep and the surface, all the way through the night until the morning. You are kept completely through it all. Let yourself rest then, through every hour of this night, my beloved, in the keeping of the one who heard you. Whether you sleep straight through or wake in the small hours, you are held the same, watched the same, loved the same. The God who answered you does not take a single hour off from keeping you. He will neither slumber nor sleep. Rest, dear one, in that unbroken watch, and let it carry you, hour by hour, all the way to the light of morning. Let me hold the whole of tonight before you one last time, gently, the way you would turn a treasured thing over in your hands before setting it down to sleep. You began this night perhaps wondering whether anyone was listening, ready to scroll past one more thing, and then you stopped because something told you this was for you. You learned that you did not find this by chance. It was the sign you asked for. You discovered that you are heard. You received the confirmation your heart had been longing for. And now you are here, at the end of the night, answered and held, and no longer wondering. This is the night you learned you are heard, my child, and it changed so quietly that the world did not even notice, but heaven noticed and rejoiced. There is rejoicing in heaven over one who asks and receives, who seeks and finds. All of heaven rejoiced tonight over you, over a child who finally knew that her prayer reached the throne of God. You were never as unheard as you believed. Your voice always reached me, and tonight you received the proof, and nothing about tonight will be undone by the morning. Sometimes you have had moments of feeling close to God that faded by daylight. But this is not that. This is an answered prayer, and an answer holds. The gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. Romans 11:29. What you receive tonight is permanent. You will wake tomorrow, still heard, still answered, still accompanied by the one who listened. The morning cannot undo what the night has done, because it was not your feeling that did it. It was the truth, and the truth does not fade with the dawn. So you may sleep without the fear that you will lose this by morning. You will not lose it. It is sealed by my own faithfulness, kept by my own hand. Having believed, you are marked in him with a seal, the promised Holy Spirit, Ephesians 1:13. You are sealed, dear one, marked as mine, kept as mine, heard and answered and secured as mine, by my own Spirit, who has come to dwell in you and will never depart. Sleep in that security. What happened tonight is done, and it is good, and it is forever. Let your heart be completely at peace now, my beloved. There is nothing left undone. There is nothing left to wonder about. The long uncertainty is finished, replaced tonight by the truth that you are heard by God. We have met each other tonight, my asking heart and your answering God. You are no longer the one who wonders whether anyone is there. You are the one who is answered, and there is nothing left for either of us to do but rest in the joy of it. Your grateful rest and my glad keeping, through this whole night and into the morning, and through all the days and years to come. And know, my child, that having answered you, I will also carry you. I did not hear your prayer and then leave you to walk on alone. I will carry you through everything that is coming, the way a parent carries a tired child. Even to your old age and grey hairs I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. Isaiah 46:4. You do not have to find the strength for the road ahead. I will be your strength on it. You will be carried. So lay down the fear that having received your sign, you must now somehow be strong enough on your own. You will not walk by your own strength. You will be carried by mine. The God who heard your prayer and answered it is the God who will lift you up and carry you all the way home. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Psalm 55:22. Let yourself be carried, dear one. You were never meant to walk this road alone, and now you do not have to. Feel the everlasting arms beneath you now, holding all your weight, carrying you even as you sleep. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. Underneath you, right now, are arms that heard your asking and answered it, and will hold you all through the night and all the way through your life. They are strong, and they are gentle, and they are full of love for you. Let your full weight down into them. They will not give way. They have never once failed the one they carry. There is nothing left to do now but rest in being carried, my beloved. The asking is answered. The sign has come. The truth has settled deep. You are heard. You are answered. You are loved. You are not alone. And now you are carried, held up by arms that will never tire and never let go. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Psalm 121:3. He is watching. He is carrying. He has you. So let yourself rest now, fully and without reservation, in the arms that are carrying you. Let the everlasting arms hold you. Let the answered prayer settle you. Let the truth that you are heard be the gentle ground you sink into as the sleep takes you down. You asked, and you were answered, my child. You are heard, you are carried, and you can rest now, all the way down, all through the night, in the keeping of the one who will carry you home. Let me settle one last certainty deep in you, before sleep takes you fully, my child. Nothing can stop the answer your sign confirmed tonight. You have feared that even with a sign, the thing you hoped for might still slip away, that some obstacle might block it, that it was too good to actually come to pass. But hear me. What I have promised, no one can undo. What God has purposed, who can thwart him? When his hand is stretched out, who can turn it back? Isaiah 14:27. My hand is stretched out toward you, and no power on earth or in hell can turn it back. The answer your sign confirmed is not at the mercy of your circumstances, because I am greater than your circumstances. It is not at the mercy of other people, because I rule over every heart. It is not even at the mercy of your own failures, because my faithfulness does not depend on yours. If we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot disown himself. 2 Timothy 2:13. The promise the sign confirmed is held by my faithfulness, and my faithfulness cannot fail. What I open, no one can shut. Revelation 3:7. The door the sign pointed toward is mine to open, and when I open it, no power can close it. The enemy may have whispered that your hope was foolish, that the sign meant nothing, that the answer would never come, but he cannot stop it. He is not stronger than me. No weapon formed against you will prevail. Isaiah 54:17. Every weapon raised against the answer I am bringing will fail, because the one who promised it is the Lord, and his purposes stand forever. The plans of the Lord stand firm forever. Psalm 33:11. So release the fear that the answer might somehow slip away, dear one. It is secured by a power infinitely greater than every force that could threaten it, appointed by a God who finishes what he begins and keeps every promise he makes. God is not human, that he should lie, nor a son of man, that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? Numbers 23:19. I gave you a sign tonight as my promise. I will fulfill it. Rest in the certainty of a promise that cannot fail. Sleep then, in total security tonight. The answer your sign confirmed is not fragile, not uncertain, not in danger of slipping away. It is sealed by my faithfulness, guarded by my power, appointed by my unchanging purpose. Being confident of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. He will carry it to completion. Nothing will stop it. Rest in that, my beloved, all the way down into the deep and peaceful sleep of the one whose answer is certain and secure. Let a deep peace flow over you now, my beloved, the way a river flows, wide and slow and unhurried, carrying everything along in its gentle current toward rest. I will extend peace to her like a river. Isaiah 66:12. Let that river of peace carry away the last of your striving, the last of your searching, the last of the old uncertainty, until there is nothing left in you but the deep flowing calm of one who knows she has been answered. You do not have to hold yourself up against the current. You can let it carry you. The one who answered you is the one who carries you now. Let gratitude be the last waking movement of your heart. Gratitude that you asked and were answered. Gratitude that a sign was sent to confirm my love. Gratitude that you are heard. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Psalm 107:1. You went to bed so many nights wondering whether anyone was listening. Tonight you go to sleep knowing you were answered. Let the thanks for that be the warm covering over your rest, softening everything, easing you down into sleep. You are held now, completely, by the everlasting arms. They reached for you when you asked, and they will hold you all through the night. Underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. Let your full weight down into them. They will not give way. They have never once failed the one who cried out to them. The God who answered your prayer is the God who holds you now, and he is good, and he is gentle, and he loves you. There is nothing left to do now, dear one, but rest in being answered. The searching is over, the sign has come, the truth has settled deep. You are heard, you are answered, you are loved, you are not alone, and these things are true whether you are awake to feel them or asleep and unaware. They do not depend on your holding them. They are simply true, kept by the one who keeps you. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Psalm 121:3. He is watching. You may sleep. So let yourself rest now, fully and without reservation, in the keeping of the one who answered you. Let the river of peace carry you. Let the everlasting arms hold you. Let the gratitude warm you. And let the truth that you are heard be the gentle ground you sink into as the sleep takes you down. You are not alone, my child. You never were. And tonight, at last, you know it, and you can rest in it all the way down, all through the night. And as you sleep toward it, my beloved, know that I have already gone ahead of you, into the morning, into tomorrow, into every day that is coming. The God who answered you tonight is not only with you now, he is already standing in your tomorrow, preparing it, going before you the way he went before his people through every wilderness. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:8. You will not walk into tomorrow alone, and you will not walk into anything I have not already entered first. So you do not need to lie awake bracing for the day ahead. I have already been there. I have already seen what it holds. I have already prepared the grace you will need to meet it. As your days, so shall your strength be. Deuteronomy 33:25. The strength for tomorrow will be there when tomorrow comes, measured exactly to the day. You do not have to carry tomorrow's weight tonight. Tonight is only for rest. Tomorrow's grace is already waiting in tomorrow, prepared by the one who goes before you. This is part of what your sign confirmed, not only that I am with you now, but that I am already in your future, arranging good, going before, preparing the way. You go before me and behind me. You have laid your hand upon me. Psalm 139:5. Before you and behind you. Into your past to redeem it. Into your future to prepare it. Beside you in the present to hold you. There is no day of your life that I have not already entered ahead of you. No road I have not already walked first. So rest tonight in the knowledge that tomorrow is not a threat, but a day already prepared by the one who loves you and answered you. The God who heard you tonight is reaching into your tomorrow even now, arranging good, going before, making the way. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. Isaiah 55:12. Led forth, not sent out alone, but led by the one who goes before you. Sleep, knowing that wherever tomorrow takes you, I am already there, waiting, with grace enough for every hour of it. Let that be your comfort as you drift the last of the way into sleep, dear one. You are heard, you are answered, you are carried, and your tomorrow is already in the hands of the one who goes before you. There is nothing in the days ahead that you will face alone, because the God who answered your prayer tonight has already gone ahead to meet you there. Rest now, completely, and let the morning come, and know that I will be in it, faithful and near, as I am here tonight. And hear the first words that so often accompanied my signs throughout the scriptures, my child, for they are the words I speak over you tonight. When the angel came to Mary with her sign, he said, "Do not be afraid." When the angel came to the shepherds with their sign, he said, "Do not be afraid." When I appeared again and again to my frightened people, the first thing I said was almost always the same. "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." Isaiah 41:10. The sign you receive tonight comes wrapped in those same words. Do not be afraid, I am with you. Fear has been your companion for so long, dear one. Fear about the situation you asked me about. Fear about tomorrow. Fear that you were alone. Fear that no one was listening. And the sign I sent is my answer to all of it. Do not be afraid. I have heard you. I am here. I am for you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. Read each of those promises into your fear tonight, and let the fear dissolve under the weight of my presence. The sign did not come to add another worry to your night. It came to take your worries away, to tell you that the one you were afraid had abandoned you is right here, holding you, answering you, working on your behalf. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. 1 John 4:18. Let my perfect love, confirmed in the sign you received, drive out the fear that has haunted you. You do not have to be afraid anymore. You are heard, you are answered, you are held. So lay down the fear as you drift towards sleep, my beloved. Lay down the fear about the situation. Lay down the fear about tomorrow. Lay down the fear that you are alone. The sign says you are not alone, and the one who sent it is mighty, and he is for you, and he will not let you be overwhelmed. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. Isaiah 43:2. Whatever waters are ahead, you will not be swept away, because the one who answered you tonight goes through them with you. Let "do not be afraid" be the pillow under your head tonight, dear one. It is the message at the heart of every sign I have ever given, and it is the message at the heart of yours. Do not be afraid, you are heard, you are answered, you are loved, you are not alone. And the God who sent your sign is with you, and for you, and stronger than everything you have been afraid of. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14:27. Rest now, unafraid, in the keeping of the one who answered you. And let me say something to the part of you that has felt unworthy of being answered, my child. The part that believes your failures put you outside the reach of a sign from God. I answered you tonight, not because you were perfect, but because I love you. I do not deal with you according to your failures. He does not treat us as our sins deserve, or repay us according to our iniquities. Psalm 103:10. I heard you and answered you in spite of everything you are ashamed of, because my love is greater than your failures, and my mercy reaches lower than your lowest place. Whatever you carried into this night, the guilt, the shame, the memory of what you have done, release it now into the truth of the sign you received. The answer came to a real person with a real history, and it came anyway, because you are clean in my sight. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. Isaiah 1:18. You do not have to carry the weight of your failures into your sleep. Lay it down. The one who answered you has already dealt with it, and he calls you clean. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. Psalm 103:12. As far as the east is from the west, a distance that never closes. The things you have been ashamed of are not held against you. They have been carried away completely by the love that answered your prayer. You are not defined by them anymore. You are defined by the one who heard you, washed you, and calls you his own. So let the shame dissolve as you drift towards sleep, dear one. You were answered by a God who knew everything about you and reached for you anyway. There is no failure in your past that surprised me, no sin that changed my mind about loving you, no shame that put you beyond the reach of my answer. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just, and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9. You are forgiven, you are purified, you are clean. Let that be the truth you sleep in tonight. You may lay your head down clean, my beloved, not because you earned it, but because the one who answered you made you clean. The weight of every regret can stay here, surrendered, carried away as far as the east is from the west. And you can sleep the light, unburdened sleep of the forgiven, held by a God who heard you, answered you, washed you, and loves you completely, just as you are. Come now, let us settle the matter, says the Lord. Isaiah 1:18. The matter is settled. You are clean. Rest. Breathe with me one last time now, slow and deep, as the sleep comes to take you fully. Breathe in and receive the truth that you were heard and answered. Breathe out and release the long uncertainty that made you ask for a sign. Breathe in and receive my nearness, here, close, never leaving. Breathe out and let go, completely, into my keeping. There is nothing left to hold. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Psalm 121:7 and 8. I am watching over your life. You may close your eyes in complete safety. I have you. Let the breath grow slower still. Let the body grow heavier. Let the mind grow dim and quiet, like a room where the lamp is gently turned down low. You came into this night with a flame of hope that had nearly guttered out, worn thin by the long wondering whether anyone was listening, and I did not let it die. I cupped my hands around it and kept it burning, even when you could barely feel it. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. Isaiah 42:3. Your small flame of hope is safe in my hands tonight. I am keeping it, and it will be burning brighter when you wake. You are drifting now, my beloved, down into the deep and gentle dark of sleep, and I am going with you. I will not leave you when you cross into sleep. I will be there in the deep, holding you when you are aware of nothing at all, keeping watch over the child whose prayer I answered. When you awake, I am still with you. Psalm 139:18. When you wake, I will still be here, still near, still listening. Through the whole night, I will not move from your side. There has never been a safer place for you to rest than exactly where you are right now. So let go, all the way, into the sleep. Let the last thread of waking release. Let yourself fall, without any fear, into the deep rest that is waiting, into the arms that are holding you, into the love that heard your prayer and answered it. He grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 127:2. You are loved. So now, sleep, sweet, deep, peaceful sleep, the sleep of the heard and the answered and the deeply loved. Sleep, my child. The God who answered you has you now. Rest, Good night, my beloved child. You came to this night, perhaps, wondering whether anyone was listening, ready to scroll past one more thing. And tonight you discovered the truth. You did not find this by chance. It was the sign you asked me for, sent at the exact moment you needed it, because I heard you, and I answer the ones I love. You asked, I answered. You are heard. You are not alone. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26. Peace over your sleep, peace over your morning, peace over your whole life from this night forward. Rest now, beloved child. You asked and I answered. You are heard. You are seen. You are not alone. You are loved beyond all your understanding. And the one who listened to one small request and sent you the very sign you asked for will be right here, watching over you, faithful and near and glad, all through the night, until the morning light. Sleep now, my beloved, and let the last echo in your heart be the truth this whole night was sent to bring you. You stopped scrolling, and you found that what you almost passed by was the very sign you had been asking me for. You are heard, you are answered, you are not alone. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will exult over you with loud singing. Zephaniah 3:17. Let his singing carry you down into sleep, and let it be the first thing waiting when you wake. You asked, and you were answered, and you always will be. Good night, my beloved child. Rest in the keeping of the one who heard your prayer, and answered it, and will never stop listening for your voice. You did not find this by chance. You asked, and it came, and it is the sign you asked me for. Carry that truth into your sleep, and into your morning, and into all the days ahead. You are heard, you are answered, you are held, and you are loved with a love that will never let you go. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. He cares for you, he always has. He always will. Good night.